So this is Drake Hollow. We're on Xbox One X, and we're in the beta for this game. So I was actually expecting this to be a little darker of an experience than it actually is. It's sort of a really charming and adorable little game where you're going about dealing with these little creatures, and you're trying to survive, and you're trying to build and create, and you can do this alone, or you can do this with others. And with this being, a beta, it is a work in progress, but it was great to be able to come in here and kind of take a brief kind of look at things and get an idea what the game's like. So you got this whole building section, and as you can see, you need to collect materials, and then you can create structures. And these structures are going to help your little tiny little pals kind of, do their things. This got little names and stuff, kind of adorable. And you've also got like the storage depot, so you can put in, resources that you collected, and this workshop so that you can basically, craft new tools and resources to help yourself out. There is that area up there is a bit of a trader post, but yeah, you kind of just go in and you scavenge resources and use those resources in order to make new things for your little pals. I love that it's a game that you can kind of play alone, or you can play with a group of friends, and you have your own little island of little critters that are doing their own little thing. And again, you can just kind of go and scavenge, collect resources, visit new areas, and I really like the visual aesthetic of the game. I also really enjoy the customization element of it too. It's very easy to just kind of like, change how you look really quickly. I don't know, we'll go with that style. And then there's lots of different options for changing your character look too, and then you get your camp information, your tech tree, you get your camp status, seeing how it's functioning, your little tiny buddies, seeing how they're growing, how they're doing. And it's very interesting, and just in terms of like what the game is about and the style of it, I think it's come together in a very satisfying and interesting way. And I'm very curious to see how they kind of take things, further. And then of course there is the dark edge to it too that they kind of tease when they first revealed it. You see that in the clouded areas there. It's like this heather. It's a crazy area, and you gotta, kind of deal with that. But it is just a very interesting sort of title, something that is very unique as you deal with this, like, I don't know if it's like a lost civilization, but you're definitely like in a, an area or a landscape that feels like it's lost to some degree as you go around scavenging clearly like, regular human type structures. We're just trying to get enough resources to build the rest of our initial goals here. This isn't too far into it. I tend to do that when I'm doing, more beta type experiences, time investment wise, but just to kind of give the gist of what this title is doing, I think it's really neat. It's got like a cool, obviously, visual aesthetic that I kind of talked about, and I like the concept of it. It takes the whole crafting thing and adds a little bit of an adorable edge to it, because you're not just trying to do this like, this crafting, this building for you. You're actually doing it for like the little critter that you're working with, and I think that kind of adds a little different element that I think is going to hit an audience that is a little bit different for these kind of survival games. Of course, it does seem to still have a little bit of a, a toughness edge to it as you battle some creatures, and those kind of vary too. But the goal ultimately is to protect your little pals and try to make it through there. Do I have, yeah, good stuff in inventory. Should I collect what we can, and then we're going to drop it back off and get building on that final thing. We just want to make sure that we got like this whole area kind of checked out and stuff, so we know what's happening. But yeah, you can play this with like a group of people. It gives you the option kind of right off the bat. You can do like a private type session, or you can set up something more open, and that you can get people involved. So we're trying to give these guys a little bit of entertainment, I guess. So we need to make our little tiny, I don't know where we want to put this. We'll put it over here. Can't put them beside each other. And then they actually go and they build the thing, right? They get down to business in this world that is obviously more so theirs than mine. Oh, looks like we have new details being presented. It's very good in regards to like tutorial aspects and, just letting you know what's up. Oh, wrong one again. So I'm just kind of looking at my bag, and you can see like some of the stuff is doing a little bit more damage than other stuff. We got juice boxes, so it kind of plays with that angle well. 31, 33. Yeah, we'll do the ski pole a little bit more intense. Yeah, that's your 2. Yeah, but don't generate over time. Oh no. So now we've got like a new quest where you have to investigate the top of this area. Oh, and you use schematics that you kind of collect in order to, you know, kind of upgrade or unlock new things. And it's kind of fun just to see this little, like, look how adorable that is. Just like the big eyes and stuff. It's a cute little thing. That's what that is. And they have different personalities to them, and you don't neglect these things. They want to be loved. Look at the charm on that one. It's just kind of lovely. Well, we're gonna follow the direction, and we're gonna head over to the lighthouse over there, because that's obviously gonna show off a little bit more of, you know, the experience here as we leave our poor little pals behind. But you gotta kind of monitor things, right? And it's kind of not even set up at this point to the degree of that, because I want to show off a little bit of the progression of, you know, what you're supposed to do. I guess you could say mission-wise, that's to say, when the goals pop up. There we go. Click some of the glowstone shards. Yeah, because we got this set. I also like the freedom too in regards to some of the world movement. We've got these set islands, but you can kind of move through them how you want to. You see this like really weird sort of, you know, sunken lost world. I like that aspect a lot. And then we've obviously got the whole map set up here, so we're gonna go along the beach and hopefully get to that from this side, which we might not be able to. See like the sunken taken area, and then when you can move through that fog, you can see, you know, like this kind of world reveal itself, where these like thorns have started, you know, building a stranglehold. There's like cool little attachment structures too that you can use, and you can like sort of fly across areas. It's very interesting. But you see we have our little ability, and then we've only got so much time in order to get across here. But things are obviously, you know, a little bit more dangerous here. Yeah, dealing with the others. So now we've got to deal with its presence here. It's infested this area. We'll have to work around and kind of deal with those hostile creatures while also gathering supplies, because that's important. I don't think it's anything too hardcore, but I mean, it can get a little bit frantic, I guess you could say. I want to get the crystals up there. I don't really want to deal with it too much right now. Oh, yes, new schematic. And obviously, like I mentioned, the schematic's super important in regards to, you know, getting new things that we can build with our little guys, to be able to create new, I don't know, enjoyment, enrichment centers. It's kind of like a little bit, it's not Zoo Tycoon, but, you know, I feel like I'm kind of dealing with the well-being of these critters and stuff. I think that's kind of fun. It adds a different element to things as opposed to, you know, other survival games where you're just gonna survive. Hold to use the nail gun. Yep. Right on. And we're going to gaze out into the distance. I should also mention there's a bit of an out perspective you can do, where you can kind of scan the area and take a look at things. I think that's kind of a nice touch. But now you can open the map and you see like this whole new area of undiscovered things, and it just starts, you know, obviously growing a lot new areas we can visit, new things we can do with our setup over there. We should have connected these two crystals. That was a bit of a mistake on my part, but now we've got the lighthouse, and you can see the infestation level. And now we've got to defeat the raid, so we've got to get back home with our loot and help out, because, you know, our little pals are in trouble. So yeah, this is kind of really giving you a good tease of what this game. Oh geez, okay, yeah, my bad. I gotta actually get this going. But it's kind of like a big tease as to what this title actually provides within it. I'm on the clock here, you giant monster thingy. If you want to come onto the island, I'll teach you a lesson there. And getting hit by this is a ski pole, right? It seems like they play with the elemental aspects of it too. Uh-oh, the raid's coming. I came back as fast as I could. Oh no. Yeah, but you're gonna have to defend your structures, and you're gonna get new mechanics and tools to use them in order to do stuff. Oh, is Is there? Oh wow, you're a little bit of a scarier thing, aren't you? Yeah, Stalker's a little bit tougher, but not too tough for me. Yeah, raising XP. I get the gist of it. Playing with the little critters. You all right? It was a bit of a scary attack, but I think we're fine. Yeah, health restored. That's good. We'll drop these tools off. Where'd our other pal go? Hey there. It was a big attack for you. Giving you charms, you kind of need a little bit of that for your crafting. You see we got the new entertainment. But we're really going to have to discover new things, improve our budget. Like, we have so much of a budget you have to work within too. And so much crafting. I guess you could have just went to the simple curio from there too. But we should build another set of these other wards because they're what's going to make us be able to kind of get through here. An apparition charm too. And resume being back at camp, which is a helpful option. Waypoints are good as well. But you can see like the wide range of things you can do with your camp, the new ways you can interact, and the new things you can discover. So it's about getting out there, exploring, figuring out what's present within the game. And I hope this was kind of a good little starter tease, you know, in regards to what this experience is like. I think it's a lot of fun. I've been having a good time with it. I keep doing that when I mean to, because usually start is like, you know, this menu is usually start, and this menu, yeah, this is usually start, and then the back button is usually your map, right? So it's just kind of like totally messing me up because I'm used to that in like so many games. It's kind of funny. And you can leave other things too in your inventory. It's kind of the same thing. We got some neat weapons and stuff. But yeah, that's it. Can't wait to try out the full thing when that eventually comes in the near future, as this has definitely gotten my complete interest. Because I find these guys just so charming. Like, what are you doing laying there? You have a bed. You don't like your bed? Is there something wrong with it? Are you not satisfied? Look at this little thing. Love it.